People need to stop talking about a red wave happening in November. Like, you need to cut that talk out of your vocabulary. Like, cut it out. Don't let those words utter out of your mouth. This is dangerous to say those things. Very dangerous. Like, to assume that the Republicans are just going to have this landslide victory. It's predestined or whatever. No, it's not. You need to assume that the polls are wrong and that we're behind. That's the way to think about it. Because then you just are always on your heels. Like, you're always going, hard. Mark Levin talks about that. For those who don't know him, he's on Fox News, but he's a radio guy too. He knows the Constitution inside and out. He worked in Reagan's White House, I believe. But he's a sharp guy, but he's talked about this before, where he talks about how you need to always, like, play like you're losing, even if it seems like you're winning. Even if the pollsters are saying, we're winning, we're ahead, we've got this, do not listen to them. Just keep pushing as hard as you possibly can to get the vote out all the way through, all the way till it's done, till the results are in. Play this game like we're losing. Get this red wave terminology out of your mouth. Seriously. It's dangerous, really dangerous. You only need to look back like less than 2 years to realize how dangerous it is. There was this red wave talk about the 2022 midterms, wasn't there? There was talk we might even have taken the Senate, which obviously didn't happen. But there was certainly talk that we were going to, like, just totally have a huge margin in the House, which didn't happen. We got, like, the slimmest of margins in the House. There certainly was no red wave. It was like a red trickle. People need to remember that. Seriously. The dangers is that when everybody starts to think that, like, it's over for the Democrats, we're going to win this, we're going to take the House, the Senate, the presidency. The danger is that when enough people hear that, who aren't like diehard voters who go out to vote like no matter what, in their minds they go, we've got this. Everybody's saying we got this, so, you know, I'm busy with the kids tonight. I can't really make it out there. I'm just going to stay in because we have this and enough for other people to go out. The problem is, when enough people do that and make that decision to not go out because of that reason, like, oh, they think there's enough people who will, you lose elections that way. You very much could lose an election from that mind frame. Seriously. That's what I mean. Like, it's dangerous language. Like, it really is. Everybody needs to go out. You have to push. You got to push your relatives, push your friends, your family to go vote. Plus, as much as, like, universal mail-in voting, it's really messed up and shouldn't even be allowed. It is allowed. And it's something that Republicans need to not shy away from, but rather engage in, because the Democrats are. We need to beat them at their own game. They're playing that game. I'm not a fan of mail-in balloting. Not universal mail-in balloting. But it's a reality. It's happening. It's not going to stop anytime soon, unfortunately. So we need to get in that game too. Like, it's just too important now. So one way or another, get your vote in. Because if you don't, and if enough people don't, and enough people talk about this red wave, then you know what we can expect? We can expect to have like X amount more millions of people just stream across the southern border. Majority of whom we don't even know who they are or what their game plan is. And we could just continue to expect inflation to just skyrocket. And as Christians, we can expect to watch as the moral rot continues on and doesn't get stopped or slowed down. Now, let's be honest. If you're a God-fearing Christian, if you have to pick between the two parties, which one respects the laws of God more? Which one is a more God-fearing party? You know it's the Republicans. It's not even, it's like no contest. So especially if you're a Christian, go vote Republican, go vote red. Just don't assume we're going to have this red wave. Assume that we're not. And that we got to just push the vote as hard as we possibly can. In our churches, in restaurants, to our friends, to our families, to everybody. This is as important as it's ever been now. We get 4 more years of Biden. I don't even know what this country will look like in 2028. But it's a scary thought. Seriously. So just forget this red wave garbage talk. Because we need to get the vote out and turn things around. So, it's the month of May now. I know we still have some time. I want to put this out early. Because this is an important topic. That's for sure, for sure. So, take care.